Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Dear students, welcome to Chemistry online classes. Today we are going to discuss about a first PUC science topic, atomic structure, and that quantum mechanics. The first of all very important thing is quantum mechanics is not too important for you, but we are studying a part of this quantum numbers. To just know that, to get some idea about this particular, just I will explain about this quantum mechanism. What is quantum mechanism? A theoretical science which deals with the study of the motion of the macroscopic object which have both wave-like and particle-like nature. Study of the motion of a macroscopic particle, like subatomic particles are there, you are studying on that particular. Study of that particular, which two types of study is there, wave-like nature should be there and particle nature is there. Electron moves like a particle, light radiation comes like particle and it moves also it is in the form of wave, correct? No, two possibilities are there, wave-like nature and particle-like nature. This we already discussed in the last video, so no need of discussing about this much. So what is quantum mechanism? Means quanta, you know, it's a packet of energy, but we are studying when the wave comes, how it comes in the form of packet energy, packet form, that is called, okay, theoretical science which deals with the study of the motion of the macroscopic objects which have both wave-like and particle-like nature, understood, is called quantum mechanism. This quantum theory is proposed by Heisenberg and Schrödinger. Schrödinger wave equation. C is silent actually. Schrödinger wave equation. Schrödinger wave, not like Schrödinger wave equation. So these two scientists actually they gave a theory on this particular quantum mechanical theory that you are studying in MSc level, separate quantum, also you are studying in physics, quantum mechanics, understood. So you are studying these two in chemistry, also you are studying the same in physics. So for you people, for PU level there is no such things actually, just for knowing that particular, just I give and I'll explain. Quantum mechanical model of atom, what it says actually, idea of wave function, it gives idea of wave function. Idea of wave function means, as I already explained that, electron in its coordinate it moves like this, correct? It's moving like a wave, correct? So that idea it gives you, how it moves actually, by studying this quantum mechanical model of an atom, you will get an idea of wave function, and it's just a mathematical function, okay, mathematical function, quantum mechanical model of an atom, idea of wave function, and it is just a mathematical function. So it depends on the coordinates of the electrons in the atom, no physical meaning. That means we used to represent this wave function psi means it's nothing but electron movement like this, amplitude, how much amplitude it forms, this is called psi, height of this particular trough or crust, understood, that amplitude, how much it gives actually, that we are studying actually. So one electron is moving, so like this, so that movement, height of this particular, this study is called actually just wave function, movement of electron in the form of wave, it is actually represented as wave function, it is actually represented as a wave function, understood. Same time you can see this one, this is called amplitude, height of the crust or height of the trough, depth of the that is given. This too is considered as a wave function. Okay, there is no physical meaning and it is not observable one, unobservable. Understood? There is no physical meaning. The wave function is represented by psi. That means electron movement is represented by psi. Electron movement is represented by psi. Only that much is the meaning. Okay. There is no mathematical, so this is just a mathematical function and it depends on the coordinates of the electron in an atom. No physical meaning. Coordinates of the electron. See, sometimes x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. It may move in this axis or it may move in this axis. It depends. Understood? So we are just studying on that particular. Psi is called a wave function. Simple word I can say that it is just a movement of electron in the form of wave is studied. It is called psi, mathematical form. Okay. Then energy and motion of an electron wave in an atom is given by Hamiltonian operator. Hamiltonian operator, these and all derivation is there. My dear students, don't get tense by seeing this one. Okay. I am not explaining this particular now, right now, that I will explain in the JEE NEET class. This is just a board, means you just concentrate. Hamiltonian operator, this equation is formed. Don't ask with me, sir, how this equation is formed. It is given relationship between energy and motion of an electron. This is motion of an electron. This is energy of that particular electron. Understood? While it moves, that relationship is given. It is nothing but H one cap like this. It is called Hamiltonian operator. Psi is called wave function. Psi is an amplitude of the electron wave. Psi is amplitude. That's what I explained. Amplitude. This is amplitude. Correct? Amplitude here to here. Height of depth and crest. Okay. It's called height of this particular crest and depth of this particular trough is given actually. Okay, you are calculating how much height is there, crest to trough, crest, like that. Okay. So H cap is a Hamiltonian operator. Psi is called a wave function. Psi is an amplitude of an electron wave. The amplitude means height of this particular amplitude is nothing but a psi wave. Okay, there is no physical meaning. E is called total energy of that particular electron. One relationship is given. Okay. Psi mathematical function and unobservable. Probability of finding electron at the point within the atom. It is just mentioned. See, psi square. Modulus of psi square like this. Okay. Psi square. Okay. Each wave function has 3 variables of quantum numbers. Wave function is calculated by, or wave function you can explain by using 3 quantum numbers n, l, m. N means principal quantum number, L means azimuthal quantum number, m means magnetic quantum number, one more is the spin quantum number. Using this 4 quantum number you can explain any psi wave function. Okay, but we are studying only this part. This is very important. Quantum numbers. Remaining all it's just a given. See, probability of finding electron is given. Maximum at a particular point means it is mentioned as psi square. Modulus of psi square. Okay, just it is given. Where you can find electron maximum, it is called psi square. So you may get electron in an atom. See, imagine this is an atom. You may get electron here. Probability of finding electron is maximum in this one. It is considered as a psi square. Okay. So my dear students, don't get tensed by seeing these things. Actually, it's not that much important for you. But at the same time, you are studying that 3 variable quantum numbers of wave function. That is important. One is principal quantum number. L is azimuthal quantum number. Magnetic quantum number. Principal quantum number, you can find out shells of an atom. Understood? Energy of that particular atom. Azimuthal quantum number. Using azimuthal quantum number, you can find out what we can find out. Shape of the orbital. M, magnetic quantum number. Using magnetic quantum number you can find out orientation of that particular orbital. Okay. My dear students, next is very important topic, it's nothing but quantum numbers. So, that I already explained that quantum numbers are used to explaining that particular wave function psi. Okay, the wave function, the movement of electron, it is explained by in a coordinates, how it moves actually in y axis, how it moves actually in x axis, how it is in not moving in x axis y axis, don't get confused, in its orbital, how that movement takes place. For example, you can write okay x y like this coordinate, here one p orbital is there means another p orbital x orbital here it is there means how that electron movement takes place in this orbital, in this axis, x axis, how exactly that electron movement takes place. These all actually three-dimensional study. For example, do you think that electron moves in a circle like this? One circle. See, this is nucleus. We all are saying electron movement in a circular path. Correct? No? It's called orbit. Do you think it moves like this only? In 3 dimensions it can move. See, this type of movement is possible. Correct? Electron can move like this around this nucleus. Electron can move like this around the nucleus. Electron can move like this around the nucleus. Electron can move like this around the nucleus. In any movement is possible. Like this also it can move. Like this also it can move. Like this also it can move. But it is in a circular form. So, it can spin its own axis and it can move like this. That means not like the zigzag movement, don't get confused. Like this, also like this, or like this, can move. So, any type of movement is possible. That is called three-dimensional movement. You can, so don't imagine that, okay, electron is moving like this in a circular path. So it can move like this, or it can move like this, or it can move like this in a circular path, but any direction it takes place, x axis, y axis, z axis. So any direction is possible. So that we will study under this quantum number. Quantum number mainly 4 parts are there. One is principal quantum number. It is represented by n. Second is azimuthal quantum number. It is represented by L. Third is azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number. N, L, okay, magnetic quantum number ML. Okay, fourth one is principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, and fourth one is spin quantum number. Spin quantum number. So, my dear students, to explain a wave function of a electron, 4 quantum number is used. Mainly, we are going to study these 4 numbers: principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, spin quantum number. Okay, what we are studying in this particular? While studying principal quantum number, we will come to know that how exactly large that atom, shells, orbital, that and all we are studying, size of that particular atom. Azimuthal quantum number, by studying azimuthal quantum number, you can study that shape of the orbital. Allow with the shape of u, which one? Orbital shape, okay. That is, magnetic quantum number. Magnetic quantum number means you are studying orientation of that particular orbital. Spin quantum number means electron spin its own axis, plus half and minus half, that you are studying. So 4 types of quantum numbers. I will explain one by one. Okay. First is principal quantum number. Principal quantum number. It is represented by n. N, small n. Okay. Why principal quantum number is used? Principal quantum number gives number of shells. It gives number of shells. Shell. My dear students, already explained. This is a nucleus. First shell, second shell, third shell, fourth shell. That means K, L, M, N. N is equal to 1, N is equal to 2, N is equal to 3, N is equal to 4. That means how many shells are you can see in this one? 4 shells. Or N is equal to 5, N is equal to 6, N is equal to 7, like that. So if n value is 1 means only one shell is there. If n value is 2 means 2 shell is there. N value is 4 means 4 shells are there. K, L, M, N shell. Okay. So by knowing that principal quantum number n value, you can find out how many shells are present in this particular atom. Okay, that is the first use. Then, what is the next use of this particular? By knowing this shells, number of shells, we can find out size of the orbital. Size of the orbital. Orbital, not orbit, orbital. Electron residence is called orbital. Okay, electron house in general you can say electron house is called orbital. Size of the orbital. Or you can find out using, by knowing this value, can find out energy of the electron in the orbital. Energy of that electron in the orbital. So increase in n value, increase in size. Increase in n value, increase in size. Correct now, my dear students? Number of shells increases, size also increases. Size also increases. For one n value, n square orbital is possible. See, for given n value, n square orbital forms. That means this is actually nucleus. Nucleus is surrounded by one shell, second shell, third shell, fourth shell, like that. Okay, now we can see this one. If n value is 1, if n value is 2, n value is 3, n value is 4, like that, different shells. Okay, in first shell, n value is 1 means first shell, n value is 2 means second shell. For first shell, how many orbitals are present in this particular orbital? House of electron. See, each orbital can contain maximum 2 electrons in one house of orbital. Just remember, what is orbital? Orbital is nothing but house of electron. Okay, what is orbit? It is a path of electron. Highway road of electron. You can call it as like this movie. Understood? What is orbital means it is shelter, electron where it can stay. Yours is house, no? Different name is given. Mangala, Sumangali house, like that. In that house you are staying. Correct? Same. But what name is given House of electron? House of electron is called by orbital. The path of electron is not NHI way, it is called orbit. Okay. So, n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2. So, if I asked how many orbitals are there in first energy level, that means you have to square this particular. First shell, 1 square. 1 square means it gives 1. 1 orbital is present, 1 house. 1 house is present in first shell. If I ask how many electrons are present in a second shell? Second shell means 2 square. N square means 2 square. How many orbitals? 2 means 4. 4 orbitals possible. Okay. 3, 4 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons. Understood? 8 electrons. Here 1s. After that, this is second shell. Correct now, my dear students? This is first shell, 1s. And second shell. In second shell, 2s, 2px, 2py, 2pz. 3. Third shell, 3s, 3px, 3py, 3pz, like that. Okay, it's possible. So, total number of electrons are possible in this one. 2, 2, 2, 2. 8 electrons. Here 2 electrons, like that. Understood? Number of orbitals is nothing but n square. N is nothing but energy levels. First energy level, second energy level, third energy level, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, Z, like that. Okay. My dear student, next is azimuthal quantum number. The name is nice actually, azimuthal quantum number. Okay, in this azimuthal quantum number, mainly we are studying shape of the orbital. Here it comes, love with the shape of orbital. Love with the shape of, not shape of you, okay. It is love with the shape of orbital. So just remember, azimuthal quantum number, love with the shape of orbital, azimuthal orbital. So here in this one, you can study shape of the orbital, shape of the orbital. For given, see here, for given n value means principal quantum number, n value, L value is given, L value is nothing but azimuthal quantum number, comma, L value is given, L is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. That means S, P, D, F, G like this. My dear students, if L value is equal to 0 means which orbital it is? S orbital. If L value is 1, which orbital it is? P orbital. If L value is 3, which orbital it is? F orbital. If L value is 4, which orbital is? G, H, like that. Understood? So you should remember this chart. L value and orbital. Which orbital? 0, S orbital. 1, P orbital. 2, D orbital. 3, F orbital. Like that. For given n value will be given. So you are finding L value 0 means, if we are getting 0 means immediately you have to write S orbital. Okay. Okay, my dear students, how to calculate now L value, how to find out n value? One formula is there, n minus 1. Suppose n is, principal quantum number is 1 minus 1, it gives 0. That means L is equal to L, correct? L is 0. L is 0 means what? Which orbital, which subshell it is? Which subshell? S subshell. L is equal to 0, S subshell. you can call it subshell or orbital. Okay, 1 means, okay, for example, if p, okay, n value is given 2, n value is given 2, then it is 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 means which orbital? P orbital is present. Okay, depending on that. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 means which one? D orbital is present. Like that you are calculating. Okay, just remember. So it start from L is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. See, my dear students, please note that suppose, see, look at this. If n value is given 2, n value is given 2, that means n value is 2 means you have to substitute this, you have to find out L value, how to find out L value? N minus 1. So n value is 2 means, here I will write formula, n minus 1 is how much? 2 minus 1 is how much? 1. That is nothing but L. So L value ranges from 0, 1, 2, 3. That means here 1 means it is not 1, 0, 1. 0, 1 means here 0, 1 s orbital is there, 1 p orbital is there. Okay, it gives s orbital and p orbital. Okay, suppose if n value is 3 means you are substituting a 3 minus 1, you are getting 2. 2 means L value. So 2 means it is 0, 1, 2. L value ranges from 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. 0, 1, 2. That means here 1 s orbital is there, p orbital is there, and d orbital is there. So which are the s orbital? 3s, 3px, 3py, 3pz, 3dxy, like that. Understood? So you can find out how many orbitals is present in this particular. So in this actually n is equal to 2 level we studied it. How many orbitals are there in this one? By general calculating n square, that means 4. 4 orbitals are there, correct? First we discussed, no, n square means number of orbitals in second energy level. 4 orbital present, 1, 2, 3, 4, because I just did it here, second orbital n square, it will give number of orbitals, 4 orbitals. So 4 orbital is there. In which are the 4 orbital? 2s, 2px, 2py, 2pz. Correct? Here that's what I given. If n is equal to 2, for finding L value 2 minus 1, that is formula is given this one. It gives 1. 1 means you have to write the range 0, 1. 0 represent S, 1 represent P. Correct? So into second 2s is there, 2p is there. In p total 3 orbital. My dear students, first of all I will tell you, s gives 1 orbital, that means 1s orbital. 2 gives 2s orbital and 2px orbital, 2py orbital, 2pz orbital. 3 gives 3s, 3px, 3py, 3pz, and 3d means 3dxy, 3dyz, 3dzx. That means here what I want to say means s is only 1. It may be 1s, 2s, 3s, but p means s is only 1s orbital. P means 3p orbital is possible. Px, py, pz. Okay. D means 5d orbital is possible. Dxy, dyz, dx square minus y square, dyz, dzx, dy square minus z square, dy y square minus x square, dz square, dx square minus y square. So 1 orbital, 2 orbital, 3 orbital, orbital name, okay, don't get confused. dxy, what is dxy, sir? It is orbital name, dxy. Then if d orbital represent x axis and y axis, then it is dxy, dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, dz square. So in f orbital, 7f orbital is possible, 7f orbital. Please note down, my dear students, only one s orbital is possible, not one, only one s orbital. It may be 1s or 2s or 3s or 4s, only one s orbital. But 3p orbital is possible, 2px, 2py, 2pz, or 3px, 3py, 3pz, like that. But 5d orbital is possible. D orbital start from 3dx, 3y, 3dzx, like that, 3dyz, 3dx square minus y square, 3dz square. Just you remember, s orbital 1 orbital, p orbital 3 orbital, d orbital 5 orbital, f orbital 7 orbital. F orbital is not important. So in second energy level, total how many orbitals are there? In second orbital, second energy level, 3p orbitals. 3p orbital means 3p orbitals untu. 3p orbitals are there. Which are those 3p orbitals? Name that one. 2px, 2py, 2pz, and 1 s orbital is present. 1 s, it is not a number, 1 s. Don't think that. 1 s orbital means which are, what is the name of that particular orbital? 2s. Okay, if I write next another one, 3. So 3 means 3 square is there. 3 square means 9 orbitals should be there. As per SPD is there. So in S how many orbitals are there? 1 orbital. P 3 orbitals are there. D 5 orbitals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means total number of orbitals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here 9. So next you are writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. House of electron. Correcta? Correcta? So what you have to name this one? 3s, 3px, 3py, 3pz, 3pz over. Then 3d, xy, 3d, yz, 3d, zx, 3d, x square minus y square, 3dz square. Total 9 orbitals. So this you can find out using azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number. Okay. Don't get confused. Here number 0 represent s orbital. Number 1 represent p orbital. Number 2 represent d orbital. From where you are getting number? By substituting n value here. N minus 1 formula. N minus 1. Main quantum number minus 1, it gives value. Here you are substituting 3, third cell. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 value. 2 value means L ranges from 0, 1, 2. You cannot write 2 alone. You start from 0, 1, 2. 0 represent what? S orbital. 1 represent p orbital. 2 represent d orbital. Like that. My dear students, azimuthal quantum number is also called subsidiary quantum number. Subsidiary quantum number. Or it is also called angular momentum quantum number. Orbital angular momentum quantum number. Orbital angular momentum quantum number. Different names is given. Subsidiary quantum. Next is magnetic quantum number. Orbital magnetic quantum number. Orbital magnetic quantum number. Orbital magnetic quantum number. It is represented by ml. ml. See, azimuthal quantum number is also mentioned subsidiary or quantum number or orbital angular momentum quantum number. This is orbital magnetic momentum quantum number. Magnetic momentum quantum number. Orbital magnetic momentum quantum number, ML. In short, you can call it as magnetic quantum number, magnetic orbital quantum number or orbital magnetic quantum number, ML. Okay. It is used to find out orientation of an orbital. I was still in the shape of that orbital. Orientation of orbital. Orientation of orbital. Or you can call it a subshells. Orientation of subshells. Subshells are nothing but which one? SPDF. Okay. So, to find ML value for given L value means azimuthal quantum number. So, given n value 2L plus 1 ML value is possible. 2L plus 1 ML values are possible. 2L plus 1. This is the formula to find out ML. 2L plus 1 ML values are possible. So, imagine if I will write here. Here I will write. If L value is 0. ML value is nothing but 2L plus 1. So, 2L is how much? 0 plus 1. It gives 0 plus 1, 1. That means one orientation is nothing but what? S orbital. Only one orbital is nothing but orientation 1 means okay, please note down. One orientation is nothing but my dear students, also this magnetic orbital quantum number ML value ranges from 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 etc. and here minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 etc. like this. Understood? Range. If you are getting value, you have to write in like this. What I told in L value ranges from 0 to 1, 2, 3. So, if you are getting any value 1 means you have to write 0, 1. Correct? So, like this. ML value ranges from 0 to plus 1 minus plus 2 plus 3. Like that minus value. Okay. So, if we are getting one value, ML is 1. That means only one value is there. Only one value is nothing but 0. If ML is only one value means it is 0. Note down my dear students, it is 0. Okay. Suppose if L value is equal to, L value is given 1. So, you have to find out ML value. ML value how to find out? The formula 2L plus 1. So, 2L, 2 into L is how much given? 1. 1 plus 1 is how much? 2 plus 1, 3. 3 means 3 values are possible. 3 values. So, L is equal to 1 represent which one? P orbital. L is equal to 0 represent which orbital? S orbital. So, if you are getting S means, L is equal to 0 means only one orbital is possible. One orbital. ML orientation I will explain. Okay, this one you write first. Okay. Here L is equal to 1 means it is nothing but P orbital. For finding ML value, this formula is applied. You are getting 3 values. Which are the 3 values? 0, plus 1, minus 1. That you have to write like this. 0, plus 1, minus 1. So, like this. ML value. So, what you mean by this? ML is equal to 0. It is S orbital. ML is equal to 3. That means 0 plus 1 minus 1. Here I will write it Px, Py, Pz or Pz, Py, Px. understood, anything you can write, understood. So here 3 orbitals are there, is nothing but p orbitals. That means my dear students, for writing major important thing of magnetic quantum number is we are finding orientation. Which orientation? For ml is equal to 0 means for s orbital there is no orientation, it is in a spherical shape, spherical shape. For spherical shape no orientation, okay, no orientation. So L value is equal to ml value is 0. But here px, py, pz, see, one can occupy this axis, okay. -1 plus 1 means, don't get confused, it is actually x coordinate is considered as a y, this coordinate is considered as a plus minus, it's there in your graph. The same thing you are applying here, in which coordinate, which axis. So if you are writing py means it is nothing but, so this curve, that means this orbital moves to plus half and minus half, like that, understood, it's given actually, just orientation represent. If it is z you are writing, then it become like this. So what it represent, this plus minus value means, just means in axis you are moving plus to minus, minus to plus, like that, understood. This axis is that you are studying in mathematics, okay, it's not that much important, just you know that, okay. Later we will study structure of this one, structure of this particular orbital. At that time I will once again I will explain, okay. These are finding L values, like that you substitute 2 means you are getting d orbital means 0 plus 1 plus minus 1. This is actually orientation, which axis, whether it is minus axis, plus axis, down, up, it is their orientation of that particular orbital, okay. My dear students, the final one is spin movement, spin magnetic movement, spin quantum number. It is represented by ms. So as I already discussed, electron in its axis revolves in its axis, always moves plus minus, that means here plus, here minus, here plus, here minus, here plus, here minus, here plus, here minus, that movement is possible. That means it always spins its own axis like this, by jumping only it moves. Don't think that it's moving like this, simply it moving, not like that, always it spin its own axis, understood. So that axis spin is possible, plus of spin and minus of spin, understood, plus of and minus of spin is possible. If it jump plus and minus, plus of. So for example, in orbital contain 2 electrons, one is represented like this, another one is that means one is plus half, another one is minus half. One electron in one orbital, one electron jumps to plus half and another electron jumps to minus half, like that it spins, okay. Orbital spin, it is given by spin quantum number ms. Okay, my dear students, just I will recall once again, there are 4 quantum numbers. Principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number is also called angular momentum quantum number, also called subsidiary quantum number, and third one is magnetic quantum number, fourth one is spin quantum number. Okay, principal quantum number, if you know the principal quantum number n value means you can find out number of shells, that means energy levels, k is equal to 1, k is equal to 2, k lmn, or you can call it as n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. So in one energy shell, how many orbitals are there means n square, you have to do n square it gives number of orbital in particular, okay. That we discuss. Next one is azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number gives shape of the orbital, clear, okay. Shape of the orbital means what actually, if L value is equal to, L value ranges from actually 0 to 1 to 3, understood, like this it ranges 0 to 1 etc. 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3 L value. How to find out L value? It is given actually n minus 1, n minus 1. Principal quantum number, if you know, you minus that minus 1, you will get L value. If L value you are getting 0 means, if L value you are getting 0 means it is s orbital. If L value you are getting 1 means it is p orbital. Okay, like that. Here I will write. See, L value ranges from 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. Okay. So to find L value, one formula n minus 1. So if n value is 2, principal quantum 2 minus 1, it gives 1. 1 means you are not writing 1 alone, you are writing 0, 1, 0, 1. If 0 is there means it is nothing but S, P means 1 means P, D means F, D, 2 means D, and 3 means F. So if you are getting 0, 1 means there should be 2s and 2p orbitals are there. In p 3 orbitals is there, px, py, pz. S only 1 orbital is there, like that you are finding. Understood? Number of subshells in this particular. Total you are okay. Azimuthal quantum number is over. Then orbital magnetic quantum number, magnetic orbital quantum number, you can call it this. In that one, orientation of that particular. Orientation means ML value is given. ML value ranges from 0 to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, like that. Okay. So if you are to find ML value, you should know L value. Which formula is given? 2L plus 1. So if you know, if L is 2 means L is 1 means 2 into 1, that L is 1 means which orbital it is? P orbital, correct? P orbital you are writing. Total 3 is there, 2 into 1, 3. Okay, that is nothing but P orbitals. So you are not writing 3 alone, you are writing 0, plus 1, minus 1. 3 orbitals is nothing but px, py, pz. Understood? Next, d orbital, if you want to find out, 2 into 2, L value is 2, that is nothing but d orbital. Okay, plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5 d orbitals are possible. The values is given axis 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Here minus 1, minus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 values. Here dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, dz square. Like that. Understood? Don't get confused by seeing these values. Okay?
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.